Hi everybody, this is Bobby with bobbystamps.blogspot.com, and I'm going to show you how I made this cute Christmas card. I have never used the Dazzling Diamonds before today, so that was this is my first go at it. But I love it. I love the way it turns out. I don't know if you guys can see the sparkle. I have it around the sentiment, I have it around the corner of the card, and then on the center there. I don't know if you guys, I can't tell if the camera's picking it up on the other things. I can see it on the big one, but I'm not sure about the other ones. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get started. We're going to use Pull Party. It's going to be our ink, and So Saffron. So those are our two ink pads. And of course, you're going to need Dazzling Diamonds. You're going to need glue dots, the two-way glue pen, and I know that is no longer available, but I still have it and I'm still using it. I will use it till that bottle runs dry. You're going to need some dimensionals. We're going to use the stitched ribbon in the color Pull Party as well. You're going to need some snail. And then we're going to use the stamp set as Flurry of Wishes. And then I'm just going to lay a scrap piece of paper here for when we get started. I'm going to take the 2-inch circle punch, and I'm just going to do that while we're right here, because this is like super easy to do. So that is going to be for our sentiment. Let me just put that out of the way. And then I've already, with the layering circles, I punched out, I'm not sure which size that is, but you can see that that was the 2-inch punch. So that might be like 1 in, I don't even know what size these come, to be honest with you, but it's just like a step down. But in the layering circles, mine are all over the place, so I can't even show you like which one it is in there, but you can just measure it out and see. That's basically what I did, was I just punched out the 2-inch circle and did my sentiment, and then figured out which layer I needed to go next out of the layering circles. So let's go ahead, and of course our card base is Pull Party, so we'll just score that, lay it out of our way, and that piece of Pull Party was 5.5 by 4 1/4, and then we're going to take a piece of Whisper White, and this piece is 5 1/4 by 4. We're going to take the Pull Party, and we take the largest snowflake in the stamp set, and you just want to make sure that you ink it up. It's kind of big, so I just kind of turned it to make sure. And then another little trick you can do too is, if you want to, you can do one of these to make sure that you get it everywhere. And then we're just going to kind of go for straight in the center with that one. And this is a light ink, so I like to hold it there just a second to make sure it's really soaking in the paper. And then just pull straight out. Clean your block off. And then we're going to take the next size one, and we'll just do it in Pull Party as well. And then I just kind of randomly went off the sides on these, but I made sure that I left room so I could go back in with the So Saffron ink. I lost my train of thought there for a second. I think I'll just do one like small one like right here. And then we might have to go back in with more Pull Party here in a second. But let's go ahead and do some So Saffron, and then we'll get a better idea of what we want to do. So we'll ink that up. Put one right there. I love this So Saffron with the Pull Party. The colors are just amazing together. Put one there. And then we'll do another one up here. And I think that looks perfect. We're just going to leave that alone. We'll close both of these up. Actually, let's go ahead, and while we have the So Saffron open, we'll close the Pull Party and go ahead and ink up our sentiments. And then we'll have all of our inking done. Okay. And you just kind of want to get that as centered on the circle as you possibly can. And then pull straight up. And then we can get rid of our mat because we are done stamping. And then I'm going to pull in this piece of scrap paper. What I did to get the dazzling diamonds on was I took the two-way glue pen and I just traced, and you can kind of just color it in. You just want to make sure, like, you don't want to get it where you don't want the dazzling diamonds, because wherever you put this, the dazzling diamonds is gonna stick right to it. And I kind of moved quickly because you don't want your ink to dry, or I'm sorry, your glue to dry. You want the dazzling diamonds to be able to stick to it. So where there was big spaces, I just, you know, like right there, I just did the whole thing. I didn't, you know, I just wanted the shimmer and the shine. Down through here, I was a little bit more careful to try to just get where the design was. You could be very, very, very intricate with this if you wanted to. I was going for glitter, guys. So it didn't bother me if I kind of got it where it shouldn't be. I just wanted shine in the middle of my card. Okay, I think that's going to be good enough. And then I just took the dazzling diamonds and sprinkled it over. You can be as generous or as overabundance pouring it as you want to be. And can you guys see that? It just shines. I hope you guys can see that. I hope the camera's picking up. So I'm going to lay that over there. Now, I did the same thing with the circle. And this is a little bit trickier because you have to still touch it, so you're taking the chance of it rubbing off on your fingers. And I kind of just went in just a little bit too far right there than what I wanted to. And then I just kind of, what was left here, I just kind of rolled this in a circle. Just kind of did a couple of rounds with it until it, you can see right there where I'll flake it off though. Okay, I'm gonna, oops, laid that right there for a second. And then I went ahead and did the perimeter of the page too. I just keep slipping up on it. Kind of rushing because of the camera. And then just shake it off. And that just picks it right up. Doesn't take a lot of the glue at all. Can you guys see that? Where it's around the edge of the cardstock now. That is like super easy to do. I am like really impressed with this stuff. I've seen it in other people's cards and other people use it in videos, and I don't know, for some reason I thought it was discontinued or retired or they no longer sold it. And I just happened to come across it the other day on, in the catalog. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get some of that. I've been wanting to try it. Okay, let me get this cleaned up really quick before we start putting the card together, or we're going to have glitter everywhere. Okay, so we'll grab our card base. And what I did, instead of making the dazzling diamond come off, like flipping it over to put the snail, I just kind of ran it like so, you know, because it's not going to take that much. But first we have to put our ribbon on. So let's go ahead and cut that, grab the tape. And I just kind of put the ribbon right center of the card. So this piece on. Just trying to be very careful. I don't want to knock all the diamonds off that we just put on it. The glitter. It's not coming off too bad. I'm very impressed, to be honest with you. And then we'll go ahead and just put this right on the card base. And again, just kind of be careful where you're pushing because you don't want to knock any more of that off. I like to let it set for a little bit before you move it and all that kind of stuff. And then we'll just tie our bow, and you guys know I just leave it on the whole roll while I'm figuring it out. Kind of got a twist in it, I think. Okay, let's see. See what this is going to look like. I don't want it to be too long because I don't want it to hang in front of the sentiment that we're going to put on. So before I hear that down, let's put the sentiment together. And that way we'll get a better idea. And I used 3 dimensionals. You can use however many you choose. I just love these colors together. I know it's kind of like not really Christmassy colors, I don't think, but I still liked them together. I'm going to use 3 on this one too. I loved the sentiment. I hated that I had to cover up a pretty part of the card, like one of the snowflakes, but it just kind of went with the card so well I couldn't help myself. So we'll just put that there. I think it'll be okay. So we'll just grab us a glue dot. Yep, I got it. And then just put that right there in the center. And there you guys go. Quick and easy card. Thanks so much for stopping by, guys, and you can visit my blog. I'll have all the supply list and everything listed there for you. Thanks. God bless.